Turn my mic on. There we go.
There we go.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Looks like the chat is already active.
I see that. Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome, Wendy, Melissa, hand pink waving from Francie. Welcome, welcome, you guys.
Amanda from Salem, Mass. Amanda, thanks for joining.
Yes.
We're somewhat neighbors because I'm actually in Waltham, Mass. So just, a little bit down 128 and 95 from you. Welcome.
He's got the Google Maps out. Yeah, we're close.
I know Salem well. It's one of the cities that I don't know if you're familiar with it, but Salem is it's kind of like the witch capital of the United States. It's where the Salem witch trials happened, and
Yep.
it's a really fun place to visit.
I'm into that stuff big time.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a second sense of stuff, and I'd love to go there.
I'll tell you, you guys come on out and visit, and we'll go to Salem.
Does it have some voodoo vibe? Can you feel it in the town?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Lots of haunted places. It's also where the original house that inspired the book, The House of Seven Gables, is located.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that. Well, hopefully our grooviness gets some spookiness here this evening. Welcome, Amy and Karen. I saw had popped up at the beginning. So welcome, you guys. We are so happy you're here with us again this week. We've got some cool cards again.
Yeah. Let's just say that we might as well get our bell bottoms on and feel groovy, because that's the vibe.
Yeah, I get the bell bottoms on, get that button-up shirt halfway buttoned down.
Oh yeah, get our leisure suits on. We'll
yeah, little corduroy. We should have had with this stamp set. We should have had like the lava lamps going behind us tonight with this lava lamp stamp. So that would have been cool.
That would have been cool. Yep.
Well, should we head on down and get started?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. Let me switch down. All right. I'm going to switch just camera view to see what everybody thinks. So this is in the chat. If you guys could just give us like option 1 if you like this view better, or option 2, because I think option 2 gives us more table space. So if you like option 2, but I'll leave it on option 2, but let me know option 1 or 2. I noticed this playing around setting this up today. So let me know what you like better, because I feel like you can see more on our tables this way. All
that
right.
Looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this view better myself, but we'll see what everybody else thinks. I know some I can always zoom in, or we can zoom in too.
Yep.
So, well, our package.
Yeah.
This evening. Do you want to go? Go ahead. I'll let you go through the package.
Oh, sure. I'd love to. Absolutely. So we have a really fun bundle tonight. Let me just rearrange a bit, because I want to start with the Orange Glow paper collection, which is a ton of fun. There's so many, really unique designs throughout it. And they're just, all of them are so fun. Francie's saying I'm blurry. It might be the internet connection, Francie, I'm thinking. Because Shawn, do I look blurry to you?
A tiny bit, like kind of hazy.
Okay. You know what? Let me move this light and see if that helps. Does that help at all?
A tiny bit. Yep, that did help a little bit. It just looked like hazy. I think you're better.
Yeah. Amy saying the same thing. And my view is pretty clear. So I'm thinking it might be. Oh, it looks okay now, Francie? Good. Okay.
Yeah, that's better. And Francie, I caught that. I switched mine. I was mirrored, so I just switched mine over.
Okay. So yes, we have the Orange Glow paper pad. We're using the Urban Jungle Mixed Media stencil. Thanks, Amy. Sounds good. We're using the really fun I Lava You stamp, and I'll hold it up closer for you to see. It's really a lot of fun. And inside, the lava and the lava lamp is what spells out I Lava You. So really cute. Let's see. Then for consumables, we're using the Lime Chroma Glaze, which is a really pretty color. And also the it's a purple chroma mist. I'm blanking on the name of it.
The crocus on this one.
Crocus. Yes, thank you.
Yep.
Of course, my thumb was covering it up, so maybe I should just move my thumb. We have the crocus chroma mist, and we're using a pre-scored card panel. So, and all of this, and it's, hey, Candy. Shawn, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like around $39.
I wrote it down this evening on my little side sticky note. It is 20% off, so it comes to, after the 20% off, it's $39.94.
There we go
for this one.
Yeah,
and then we had
there's a ton in it.
I believe the embossing ink is in there too, Walter, if I remember right.
Oh, right. Yes, the clear embossing ink. That's right.
Yep. So good consumables that you can definitely, I mean, reusable consumables, obviously, right?
Yeah, really cool. So, and we both have a lot planned. Jamie suggested trying to clean the camera lens, so I'm gonna go dark for just a second. See if that helps. It looks actually the same on my end.
That does look better.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks
that looks
for that.
Better.
Awesome.
And then our card. Here's mine.
Oh, yeah.
For this evening. So I just did the background with the lime chroma glaze and then the crocus behind it. And I'll just show you what I did for layering that. And then my paper, obviously, the stamp I stamped on the orange glow paper to make it look like the waves inside the lava lamp. And then I'll show you what I did here with the small pattern of the paper and where I got that little piece from. So I'm actually piecing mine together. And then I just made it a little pop-up kind of frame with the little elements kind of going around it.
Nice. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, really cute design. My card tonight is what I did is I used the urban jungle stencil, but I didn't stencil in the vase, and instead I put my lava lamp over it. Then the two places where there were flowers, I fussy cut 2 of the flowers out of the paper pack. Just colored everything in, and yeah. Oh, and I actually cut 3 different pieces of the orange glow paper and aligned them on so that there's 3 different patterns going on there in the background.
Love that. Love the texture.
Yeah, thanks. It's this chroma glaze is so fun.
I'm digging the lime. I was noticing when I did my sample, and this is I think you and I got this lime at the same time, and I think I'm like, it's half gone already. I've been putting it on quite a bit of stuff. I love this. I love the lime color.
I do too. Yeah. Hello, Brenda, my sister.
Oh, Brenda, welcome, Brenda. Amanda, welcome. Thank you guys for showing up. Love having you. I'm going to start with my background. So all I did was I laid that jungle stencil down on my card base, and I'm laying it down sideways. No particular reason. I just like the way it lays sideways, like everything's spilling out. I'm going to do a medium mist of the crocus over top. That's it. And then I added just a little bit of pearl shimmer mist on it just to give it a little shimmer. And then I'll dry this, and then I'll do the glaze again over with the jungle stencil.
Sandy, does that help? I just turned off one of my overheads. Does that help with the blur? This has happened in the past, and most of the time I'm really clear, like on Sunday nights when we go live. So I'm thinking it could be the internet. But I just...
Yeah, because it's not like it doesn't look like the autofocus is trying to like keep focusing.
Yeah, so I was wondering, yeah, I'm thinking it's the internet. I've cleaned the lens, I've turned off overhead lights. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, you might just have a connection issue, slow or something.
Let's see. What if I try adjusting the settings and I go to let's try standard definition and see if that helps.
Amanda, it looks low-tech pixelated. Candy, it's the internet. Sometimes Sarah and I have the same issue. So yeah, it's got to be. And I'm wondering too, because I mean, it, just so everybody gets it, like we are streaming through Restream, but we are connecting our channels to the Brutus Monroe channel. So it's almost like connecting 1 to 2 to 3 different channels up to the Brutus Monroe, so which can slow that down, I think, too. I've been told, like, when I'm streaming, all this streams to my Facebook and my YouTube, and I've been told there's like a big lag by the time it gets to my YouTube. We've got a lag, but it's streaming through different channels, I guess, you know?
So if there's a lot of traffic on Restream tonight, that could be slowing things down too.
Yeah. All right, so I just sprayed, I sprayed my crocus with that stencil, dried it, you know, put the shimmer mist on it. Now I'm gonna just put this back down. And I'm nothing fancy. I'm really just taping it over the top again, like so. And just enough to hold it down. And then I'll do the glaze right over the top again. So I wanted the glaze on top, and then I wanted that purple with some small pattern showing through it. That's why I just double layered this.
Sandy, I'll be attending Spring Fling virtually, but I will not be there in person this weekend. Unfortunately.
I will be there live, which I know you and I were talking before we started this evening. I'm so excited. I can't wait. First time at Brutus Monroe. Meet everybody. So I'm super excited. I fly out on Friday morning.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will have a good time for sure. Okay, so I have my paper on the card base. Now I just want to get my stencil aligned the way I'd like it. And I'm actually going to be adding lots of pieces of low-tack tape to block off the things that I don't want to stencil. So this is probably the most time-consuming part of this card.
And something to remember with this stencil, there's some really fine cuts on it. And so it does do some lifting. So pixie spray or something like that would help a lot. For my smearing, I just was trying to be gentle and keep it pressed down as I was going. But if you're going to do a lot over it or like even brush over it, pixie spray or something helps too.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Yeah, and like I said, I just want to block off some of the things. Like I don't want everything stenciled, just the certain leaves that are going behind. I don't want the vase, so that's where this tape comes in handy.
I mix up my tape. Sometimes I'm using the painter's tape. Sometimes I'm using mint tape. Kind of depends on like how wet I'm going to get it and what I'm doing with it.
Yeah, I generally have pretty good luck with the Post-it tape. So that's what I generally try to use.
Oh yes, Melissa. I think we discovered that last week because Walter was like he went to create on the cape with Christy, and then he's like she's going to be there. So I'm so is Christy the one that you guys do the video with the baking with friends thing with? Okay. Cool.
Oh, cool, yeah. Cool. Francie and Christy will be there, so you're going to be laughing a lot.
Oh, Francie too? Francie's going? Yay! Okay, cool. Cool.
Francie lives in Pittsburgh, so yeah, she'll be there in person.
Nice.
And Melissa and I will be there in spirit.
In spirit. In virtual spirit. All right. All I did for my lava lamp, I'm using the paper, and I'm just gonna emboss this and then piece together the bottom. And for the bottom, here's what I did for the bottom. If these packs, I just love because they usually come with the cover, right? So we have the cover that we can use and cut these strips up. I love that because I'm kind of a use everything I can and not throw stuff away. Because then you get this, but it has a piece of paper like this, but you can also use the cover. But on the back, we have these little squares with a mini version of the pattern. So that's what I used for my base because the mini pattern I felt would fit inside that base still. So I used one of these for the base.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I apologize. I guess I am giving out false information. Francie will not be there.
Well, that's just not right.
I'm not reliable.
You're in town, and she just can't show up. I mean, come on. Yeah, Francie, I picked this one because of the swirlies. So it looked like the lava swirling through kind of thing was kind of my thought process of why I picked this one. And you can tell I've used it on my sample cards right here. Oh, I'll be waiting in the bar. Okay, well, we may need to chat at which bar and I mean, I get there at like 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So if I go to Brutus Monroe do my shopping, I'll have, pretty much all day and evening of Friday free, hint, hint. So I'm the after party director. Okay, I'm fine with that. Oh, Lordy. All right, I'm going to stamp this while I am at it. Let me just clean that off.
Hello, Heather. So I am just spreading the chroma glaze over the stencil now. And it glides on really nice.
And then for this base, I'm just using Raven ink. I'm not going to emboss it. So I just black on the base, embossed on the top. So I get the sparkle on top and party on the bottom. Oh, Kate's doing the virtual. Wonderful, wonderful. I think everyone's just so excited for this to start. We've been buzzing and talking about it for a couple of weeks already.
I know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss a little bit of it because before I knew the date, I had scheduled a class that I'm teaching from 12 to 2 that day, but I will I'll be popping in after that.
I think Sunday I may have to just I'm going to redo that. Sunday I may have to just ditch a tiny bit early to catch my flight because I didn't know what time we were going to be done, but I think I'll be able to catch about 95% of it on Sunday. Yeah. I'm going to redo that. I did powder that and thought I could get by with it.
Hello, Isis. Nice to see you.
Hey, Isis.
Oh, fun. Dana's going to be there too. Nice.
Oh, I think I did see her comment on something that she was going to be there.
Wonderful. That's going to be a fun group.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm new to this one. Christopher's teaching in person. Gina does it virtual. Is that right?
I believe so, but Heather or Candy can correct me. But I think that's how it works. That's how it worked last year, at least. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and do some drying right now to get the chroma glaze dried. So I'm going to mute and I'll be right back.
Perfect, perfect. Candy, can you dream of driving? I missed what we were talking about. Oh, I'm saying being virtual. Oh, yeah, the drive for Candy would be a very, very long. This was my treat for myself on this class. Flying in, spending the weekend. Super excited. All right, I will. So this was my embossing. I'll cut that top off, or actually, I'll just cut the bottom and then lay this bottom right over the top of it, and make it super easy. So, I don't know what is up with me on these last couple paper pads. I don't know if it's just the design of them or what, but like I don't think I've ever done so much fussy cutting than I have with these paper pads lately. And I've already said it. I don't think it's anybody's favorite. I know there are some that don't mind it, but I've been just fussy cutting these patterns and stuff out like crazy. I got a little obsessive cutting out one of the flower powers like 15 times to put on a card, but I like how it turned out. Oh, no, Shawn, do not. Oh, I see what you're saying. I think I've heard this. I think I've heard this about Heather's driving. And I don't remember who warned me, but I do think I heard this. I think they might have been talking about it during one of the packing lives or something. Oh, I drove Christopher and Jess to Ohio a couple years ago instead of a 4-hour trip. It was 2.5. Hey, high-speed train, right? That's hilarious. I have heard this, that it's be cautious with my life if I get in the car with Heather. All right, what I did is I'll show you the card. Because of the pattern paper and then the embossing, it's kind of hard to read the I lava you. So you can see on this one, I colored it in. All I'm doing is a fine tip Sharpie marker, nothing fancy. And I'm just coloring that in. And I'm using a Sharpie because of the more permanent, because this paper does have a shiny, slippery surface to it. So I didn't want it to rub off. I mean, I have Crayolas, I have, alcohol markers and stuff, but this was just easier. The alcohol, I didn't want to bleed, and then this is more permanent. I use these fine tip Sharpies a lot, actually, to retrace things out, and they come in handy. And don't let her use the microwave. Okay, now I don't know if I feel like you guys are warning me to keep my distance from Heather if I value my life when I meet her. Don't use the microwave. Don't drive with her. It's only hilarious if you're not in the passenger seat. Well, maybe, and probably not, knowing Heather, but maybe Christopher and Candy made her nervous, and she got a little heavy on the foot. I'm just trying to give Heather the benefit of the doubt. Was this your first trip maybe with them, and then you got nervous, or is this like a life depends on it the way I drive every day kind of thing? So rather than gluing and trying to piece this together, I just cut out the whole thing that I embossed, and then I just lay that little piece right over the bottom.
Nice.
Just to make it easy. I'm not trying to like piecemeal too much together. All right. And where is, oh, here it is.
Heather, I am memorable.
I don't know if you were following along when you were drawing, but they were warning me not to get in the car with Heather.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's
yeah, that's what I said. I can't remember where I've heard that, but I have heard that.
Her reputation precedes her.
Yeah. Oh, second trip. So okay, yeah. Life is how you make it. Okay, Heather. Let's. What else can we come up with for an excuse of her driving? All right, so that's my little lava lamp pieced together with that little square piece, and then this, and then I colored that in with a Sharpie. All right. Now I'm just gonna I took the leftovers. I had actually made another piece with the crocus spray and the shimmer spray, just a random piece, so that I could stamp out the other little pieces that are in this lava lamp stamp set. I just made one of each basically so I could put them on the inside of that frame. So I'll do that.
Okay, so I just realized that I made a boo-boo and I should have taken my stencil off before drying. And I created a mess. A mess.
Oh, is it sticking?
Yeah, it's sticking. So I am going to have to do that over again. Walter, what were you thinking?
I did that with my sample card. I used the Brutus Monroe sticky mat, and I sprayed on it. Then I dried it. Then I put the stencil over it, and I put the chroma glaze on it. And then it got wet, and it was literally a sticky mess. And then look at what it did to my. I had to get another one. It's like it totally like warped it, and like. So note to self: don't use the heat tool on
Yeah,
this.
yeah. And you know, when I did my sample card, that's the time to mess up, and I didn't mess up on that one. But you know, then put me in front of people, and who knows?
Oh wow, makes it more real.
Just goes to show you that we all mess up from time to time, don't we?
Yeah. I'm catching up here. Walter, I wonder what was happening there. The struggle did seem real.
Thanks, Francie.
Walter was silently suffering, trying to peel it off silently and not draw attention to it.
Who said that?
Oh, I did. I just did.
I didn't know if somebody in the chat said that. I certainly was.
Oh, no, I was just saying.
Oh, too funny.
He's suffering in the corner. Nobody look at my screen.
Exactly.
Nobody look at my screen.
If I stay quiet, maybe they won't see.
Pretend you're still drawing.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I say that because I know payback will come to me someday. Where I royally like it'll happen.
No, trust me. Hey, with the ribbings that I take from Francie, Melissa, and Christy, I can take it. Believe me.
Oh, I've heard.
I love them. I love.
Cracks me up. Walter, I just realized, you know what we haven't said for a while is just so that everybody's aware, all the products that we use as design team members, we have gotten free to feature on the YouTubes here. So we use them we practice with them. We come up with designs, and Walter and I come up with like our best designs that we can put out here for you guys. So that's just kind of that little disclaimer that we gotta put it out there.
Thank you for remembering.
Yeah, I realized after the last live we haven't said it a couple times. So, all right, I'm gonna zoom in, zoom. So I just stamped out on another extra sheet of the crocus spray the other 3 little stamps that came with the stamp set. Then I took 2 flowers and fussy cut those out and show you where they go around the frame once we get there. I think that's why I keep fussy cutting so much of this, is that all of these little pieces, I'll zoom back out now that I'm off camera, are so easy to cut out.
Totally, yeah.
Like they're bigger designs, you know?
Yep, absolutely. Okay, let's try take 2 on that. Ay.
I have a my staff had bought me a screaming goat for my desk for moments like this, or when we like have an issue with like, you know, something going on where we're stressed out, we just hit the screaming goat. It's like this little tiny. You can get them on Amazon. Oh my god! First off, it's hilarious because it breaks the tension. We need like the little screaming goat for like our little like do-overs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yep. Christy, right back at you.
All right. There
That's
we
why
go.
we tease each other.
Yeah. All right, here's my little piece that I did before. I'm going to cut out now. I wanted to use. I don't think I'm gonna have enough on that one. You can see I use more of the orange one. I'm gonna use the white one for tonight for my frame. And so on the frame piece, this I gotta remeasure that. I can't remember what I measured that at last time. Cover that. I almost spilled all the penny embossing here. So this, 5 by about 5 and 3 3/4. So we'll cut this at 5 and 3 3/4.
Okay. I'm going to try to freehand it this time and not go with all that tape again to save some time.
And then I just created a window. I just center my little die cut over this, and then die cut that out. And I just eyeball it. I just generally try not to measure all this stuff. Christy, your work bestie has one. They are hilarious. Like, absolutely hilarious. The first time they hit it, I was seriously like, what was that? And what's the purpose of it? I had never seen them before.
I don't think I've seen a screaming goat.
Oh my gosh. I mean, they're just little. They're like, I don't know, 3-4 inches high. Sits on your desk, and then you push down on it, and it like squishes down, and then it screams.
Oh, funny.
It's like those red stop button things.
Oh yeah, the easy button.
Yeah, it's like those.
Gotcha. We're rooting for you, Walter. Thank you, Francie. Thank you. I need all the rooting I can get.
Everyone's got their fingers crossed, holding their breath. This is like the final touchdown right here.
Truth be told, and I'm not making excuses, but I'm not feeling great tonight. I started to like just not feel great this afternoon, and so I am hoping that it just passes and doesn't develop into anything.
Yeah, that doesn't help. We should have Francie log in, and she could be our commentator.
Francie's good at color commentary.
It's like those weird sports, the pool and stuff. Okay, he's trying to pull the stencil off, and it appears he's struggling. And let's just hope he can pull this off.
Right?
I could totally see her commentary for all this.
What do you think, Francie?
Oh yeah, screaming goat in your text messages. I second you saying. I think you need a screaming goat as the mascot of Ben. I agree. Yes. All right. See if I cut that small enough. I think I got to trim that down just a tweak. Just a hair. Francie, it's all part of my duties as cruise director. Yes, absolutely.
Our own Julie McCoy.
At least she knows her role.
Okay, can someone remind me now, do I take the stencil off before I dry it? Is that what I do? There we
My
go.
fussy cut things out, I'm going to lay around inside my frame just to give it some dimension. So the flowers, I'm just literally cutting in half to glue those on the inside. All right, you guys, so don't forget, 20% off of all of this evening. You've got some great consumables to stock up on if you do the bundle with the spray and the penny embossing powder. Stamp set. It's the lava lamp is one of the smaller stamp sets. Adorable little set to use, and I actually did the reverse of this just as a little waste not want not. So I'll show you my second card here when I'm done. But yeah, 20% off. What I say it was 39 something.
Yes, almost $40.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I'm just going to cover up a few of the boo-boos that lifted some of the print. And, you know, it's not perfect, but it could be a lot worse. And once it dries, I think it'll look better.
All right.
Okay. Take number 2 on drying.
Fancy, that's my line. Well, actually, I just say I'm just not cheap. Sandy, I'm trying to get a playlist going, but nobody's paying attention. A playlist for what? What's our playlist? I think I missed that. I'm going to throw this last one in there. All right, so this just framed this out for me. And now I'm going to put this up on, I think did I do 2 layers of dimensionals? No, I did 1 layer of dimensionals. So I'm going to lay this up on dimensionals and then set that as my background. And then the lava lamp just goes directly on top of that. No sentiment because I'm using I lava you in there as my sentiment. So we'll grab some dimensionals here. Let's see. I'm going to go. Yeah. I just have these little strips. If I do 2 by 2, they work nice. So all along the outer edge of this. Oh, karaoke. She has to start the. Oh, I gotcha. I feel like if we did a karaoke for this theme, this groovy theme, we should come up with a whole bunch of songs that would match all of this. I mean, I saw, who was it? Yeah, Francie, the Groovy Train, 59th Street. Yes. All right, we'll use up the rest of those. So after cutting this piece out, you always get this, right? I'll show you what I did with that on my sample card after I get this assembled. Because you kind of, in my opinion, I can get 2 cards in one. So what I did is I did doubles of everything as I was creating this. And you'll see. So I did a double frame. I did a double background because I knew I was going to use that centerpiece just for another card to have in my stash. So, all right. Just center this on the back so it just doesn't show over the edge, centers in the middle, and lay that down.
Okay.
Slow down, you move too fast. I'm not sure who she's. Oh, I wonder if she was talking to Walter pulling that off again. I don't know.
It's actually lyrics to the song Feeling Groovy by Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, slow down, you move too fast. That's
Yep.
part of the lyrics?
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm not the best at karaoke and movie. Like, I am not your guy to pick if you want to know lyrics to a song or like lines to a movie. I am not that person. I wish I was. I just never paid that close of attention.
That's okay.
You would lose if you had me on a team for that.
So while the rest of that stenciling dries, I am going to start coloring in my lava lamp. And instead of spraying, I am just using a paintbrush and painting on the chroma mist.
I got to slow my roll down, actually, because I think I'm almost done. I know.
No, well, I'd be in better shape if I hadn't had a mix up there.
See, Francie, then I would be good on your team because then I can just let you do all the lines and I'll help with the drinking part. That's usually my role. Sandy's got the movie quotes down, so she's got "Hello Lamppost, what you knowin'?" See, if I know the tune, I could try to sing these and actually show you how bad I am. I think, did we talk about karaoke the last time? My worst karaoke experience was that you and I?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I picked like the longest song in the world, and people like started booing me down off the bar.
That's not nice.
Hey, I gave it a try.
That's right.
I gave it a good, wholehearted try.
A for effort. That's all you can do.
Exactly.
Okay, so I used the light purple, the chroma mist, on the inside, and I'm going to this time. On my original card, I had colored the base and the top of the lava lamp green, but this time I'm going with a darker purple, and I'm using a glitter gel pen. Christy, are you trying to get rid of me? Is that what I'm seeing in that comment? Or
No.
All right.
I can be a good third wheel.
I just like to give Christy a hard time.
All right. There's my card. And before I show the other one, I'll just show what I did I'll just start another one to show the beginnings of it. I might get it done too. It's actually pretty quick to do. So here's mine version of this original one. Just a little bit different color and different pattern paper. All right. I will show you. Let me grab a piece of paper here. Let's see. I just need a card base and show you what I did to not waste the other piece. Oh, here they are. All right, grab a card base. So because I had the cutout piece, I did a twofer. And what I did, and because I did that stencil, do I have another stencil sitting here? Because that one's all dirty. Let me grab a different stencil.
Hello, Cordelia.
We'll grab the. Oh, hey, Cordelia.
I know, Christy. I know. Shawn will be there with you in person, and you'll be having a lot of fun.
All right. Here is what I did for my second one. Same kind of process. I've just grabbed the daisy chain stencil because my jungle one's full of chroma paste here to the side. So I laid down the jungle one, did the same thing, just sprayed it, shimmer misted it, and dried it. And then I embossed over the top of that. So I'll just redo that. So let me just dry. I like the stencil on stencil thing because I can still see, like if you look at this close, now you can see that purple and slight pattern behind the pattern. It's kind of what I...
Yeah, that's really cool.
You know, if you follow Francie, she's actually having a full conversation just with these
Oh,
lyrics.
Yes. Oh, yes.
All right. And we'll wipe this
We have
off.
had text chains, Francie, Christy, Melissa, and I, of just texting lyrics back and forth to each other.
and probably understood each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Quite well. I think Chrissy's talking to you. You better make it to CYOE.
Well, I am certainly going to try. The problem is it is at the time of our fiscal year end, and getting time off from work for travel could pose to be an issue.
Ugh. Work always gets in the way.
If it wasn't year end, it would be one thing, but with it being year end and the auditors coming in, it can be tough. But I'm not saying completely no just yet.
Well, we're gonna bank that you're gonna be there. If not, Christy, I'll be his backup again. I'll be there live.
There you go.
So all I did is I just laid my stencil down, taped it, embossing ink, smushed it between. I know we've all done this technique, so nothing crazy fancy, right? And then I did this with the jungle, and you'll see the card here in a second. And just embossed all of that. And this one, like I didn't even powder it because if it sticks a little bit, it sticks a little bit. That just didn't bother me because I'm just going after texture on the background.
That makes sense. The chat is a lot of fun. So happy that you all come to join us and come back each week. We appreciate it.
Isis is now going after the groove of the lyrics. That one I do know.
That one is a classic for sure.
Exactly. Between fussy cutting and embossing, I don't think I've done so much since I've gotten these pattern papers. Love it. I love it. All right. This one I'm using as my main card base. So I just did it at 5 1/4 by 4. I think I missed a piece.
Okay, so I fussy cut out my lava lamp, and I'm going to put it onto some foam tape to get it onto the card base, which I have to apologize. The stenciled chroma glaze is not yet completely dry since I did the second coating of it. So this is not going to be as pretty as my sample card. But sometimes, you know, when you're live, things happen.
Yeah.
And that was one of those times I just was not thinking.
Got that right. I feel like I'd rather screw up on a card than have tech issues.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
Especially as a viewer, like that's just nothing worse than watching somebody have tech issues. And I sympathize, I get it, right? But like, so there's that. Then I just did another. I just did another lava lamp, and we're going to use that same paper up to not waste.
Yeah, you know, I have so many scraps of Brutus Monroe patterned paper because I won't throw it away that I could make an interesting collage.
I just save everything because A, I'm cheap, and B, I'm like I kind of like just doing scrap stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, Shelley.
Like this stuff is too expensive to throw away.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yep. And it's, you know, quite honestly, too pretty to want to throw it away. So
Totally.
glad you joined us, Shelley. First time.
Shelley.
That's awesome.
Thanks for popping in.
Yeah.
We're working on some groovy lava lamps for those that are just joining. Great bundle this evening, 20% off, $39 for the bundle of the stamp. We've got a crocus chroma mist. We've got embossing ink, the orange glow paper. So great bundle.
Yeah, it really is. It's so much fun. It is a lot of fun.
I feel like I'm pulling a Christopher here.
In what regard?
Just keep whipping up cards.
Yes, this is true. Well, you're filling time while I catch up. So
the intent is to do one card, but let's just do another. Oh, how about you guys want to see? Let's just do another. He's just so great at showing so many options. I love it.
Wrong ink. See, I'm just.
Oh, same for me, Jamie. I've got the drawer right below me here is full, and I use them for sentiments. I mean, I do a scrappy series that I use scrap for everything. I love it. All right, let's just do the base. All about the base. Oh, there's one. See, I got one. It's all about the base.
There you go.
It's not in the theme of groovy, but
well, you know, I mean, that song has a certain amount of groove to it, doesn't it?
Kinda, yeah. All right, I gotta find the cover that had the little baby things on it. Here we go. All right, we're going to do this one right there. Wait. He says, you have a lava. Seriously, you have a lava lamp in your craft room?
Ooh, how fun is that?
I'm just slightly jealous on that one. I have a, what do you call them? I totally just spaced it out. I have an oil diffuser, aroma diffuser in mine, but
Oh, there you go.
a lava lamp would be cool, like sitting right behind.
Yeah, I feel like something like a diffuser is really important because smell. I always have candles burning.
Yep. Same.
And this past fall, I'm going to embarrass myself here and say that sometimes on weekend mornings, and Francie knows this, I have a tendency to watch QVC. And I ordered an 8-wick giant candle that weighs like 20 pounds.
Oh my God.
It's huge. It's huge, but it smells amazing.
That's like a lifetime candle.
Yeah, it's certainly very I'm going to be burning it for quite a while, so I'm glad I like the scent. But yeah, good thing that shipping was free that day, so I didn't have to worry about the shipping. All right, so I think this is probably as good as it's going to get for my live card tonight. It is a lifetime commitment, but it smells so good. Harry Slotkin, who actually started Bath and Body and their White Barn candles, I think they're called.
Yes.
When he left the company, he started doing his own candles and selling them on QVC. And so it's a Harry Slotkin candle. And in addition to it like being huge and like smelling nice, it's a really pretty black glass that when it burns and you see like the flickering coming through the black glass, it's so pretty.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's probably big enough. You probably couldn't have it. You'd have to probably have a separate camera just to feature the candle burning in the background next to your face.
Oh, yeah.
The candle gets its own camera.
Oh, yeah. I hear you, Jamie. It is a guilty pleasure. Francie and I love to watch David Venable in the kitchen with David. He's a lot of fun. Likes to do his happy dance.
Is this on TV or is this on YouTube?
It's on QVC on TV. It's an actual like cable channel, if you will.
Oh, David, he's the QVC guy.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All right, I'm 2 seconds away from being done. So I just did that for another background, and I used the middle piece. We're just going to pop that up on that. And then that up on that.
Francie. Amanda, yes. Very good taste. I knew I liked you. Sandy, yeah, burn 8 hours. If I burned it for 8 hours straight, it would probably not even go down like 2 centimeters. That's how big this thing is.
So just out of curiosity, like how much did you pay for it?
I'm a little embarrassed to say this because it's quite a lot for a candle, but it was today's special value, and it was about $100 and free shipping, which isn't bad for the size of the candle.
Well, what'd you say, 12? I mean, think about it. So divide that per wick. That's probably the average price of a candle.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. So 8 wicks at like $12. Like say you get the candles on sale for $12, $96. Yeah, you're exactly right. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'm done. So this was my scrap for my first card using the jungle stencil and then the penny embossing. So that was the cutout piece, and then I just made extra. I actually took the blue. I could have did it on this one and just put blue around that to make that lava pop off. You can see it kind of blends a little bit on that one. But all right, let's get my other card out.
They are fabulous, Shawn.
You're
Really.
done, right? You're done too, right?
I am. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, then here's mine from the bundle. Zoom in just a little. Awesome. Awesome.
They are great. Yep.
Good texture tonight. We both got some good texture going.
Yeah. And, for those who weren't here, I did mess up a bit and I had to go over it a bit. So it's still wet. What I did different on this one is I do like the lava lamp on this one a bit more with the orange and the purple and leaving the green out. So this is the one I did tonight. And here is my original.
Love it. Love
Thank
it.
you.
And then these were my waste from my first cards as the second the two for special. All right. Yay.
Awesome.
Well, we survived. We've survived.
Thanks, Annie. Yeah, we did. We did. Despite the little hiccup along the way, we got through it. We survived.
Yep. I'm going to go back up to the face cam here. There we go. I turned it off by accident. So. Well, thank you, everyone in the chat. You guys are just awesome. We love the chat here every Wednesday. It's just great, and the support. So don't forget, the bundle is up until it's gone. So $39 for tonight's bundle. You've got some really good consumables in there, with this little stamp set and the paper pad. So paper pad, it's a really cool paper pad, especially if you want to fussy cut some stuff apart. So
absolutely. Yep, I agree. Fun stamp, great stencil, and a really good time. So
yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
Walter
everyone.
is going solo next week. I am in the process of starting a new job, so I will be absent next week. I'll be back after that. But Walter's got a really cool little bundle he's put together for going solo next week. So I'll be rooting you on from the side. If I can get Wi-Fi on the plane, because I'll be on the plane, I'll watch from the plane.
Okay. Well, thanks for. I hope we didn't scare anybody away with that news, but we're going to be taking a trip to the city. It's going to be a lot of fun. For those who really like the new city release, I think you'll really enjoy with me next week. So I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, your card you just recently posted with like the half face and this. Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
So cool.
A lot of fun.
All right, you guys. Well, hope Walter you feel better. Get some rest.
Thanks, Jamie.
All right, you guys.